Every year at this time for decades now, this city is abuzz with excitement and anticipation as it plays host to what is dubbed the greatest reggae show on earth. Reggae Sumfest.
The city is, of course, Jamaica's tourism capital, Montego Bay, but it's not a business as usual this year for the Reggae Fest. There are major changes in terms of ownership and the structure. Millionaire Entertainment Businessman Joe Bogdanovich is the new owner. No foreign acts performing this time, and one of the 3 big concert nights inside Catherine Hall scrapped.
How those changes impact the festival and the city are major questions we seek answers for.
So you're not going nice.
You go a shot, man.
As we anchor this edition of Onstage from Second City, Montego Bay.
Every time.
I'm Winfred Williams, with the co-hosting duties coming from Jason Williams. Welcome to the show, everyone. We'll be right back.
Reaching more and more screens around the world every week. Onstage, so much more than entertainment.
Welcome back to our coverage of Reggae Sumfest 2016 from Second City, Montego Bay. As mentioned in our opening, the buyout of the week-long festival by businessman Joe Bogdanovich brought structural changes to the 24-year-old Reggae Fest. Jason has more.
They made me an offer I couldn't refuse.
I know that he's passionate about the music, that he's committed to Jamaica, and that he certainly has a vision to take reggae music and Reggae Sumfest out there with a new dimension.
And by new dimension, we are talking about most significantly trimming the 3 concert nights down to 2. Friday and Saturday, with the dancehall night returning to Friday after 23 years.
Remember, the first dancehall night we had in 1993 was on a Friday night, and that still is our biggest dancehall night to date.
And Saturday, now dubbed Reggae Night.
Calling on Rastaman.
This now leads to a next major structural change. No international night.
Hey, what you know about that?
And equally, no foreign acts.
I keep telling people that the overseas visitors are not really that interested in the foreigners. They come to see reggae and dancehall music.
A move that many are up in arms about because in their minds, the inclusion of foreign acts was the hallmark of Reggae Sumfest's success.
Over the years, we always have an international act, whether it be a Beyonce, whether it be a Missy Elliott, we live for that.
I'm a fan of the American artists. Yes. And I stand on hip-hop and those type of music. I enjoy them.
Some people, of course, that anticipated an overseas act, but having not having materialized, they have now accepted that this is a great festival, a great party.
You know, my thing say go a shot still. Yeah, man, my thing say go a shot, man. It's a good change, man. Even though the foreign artists are not there and thing, you go a shot, man. Jamaican artists, them hard, you know, brother. People go all out to see them, you know. So, go a shot. You go a shot, man.
Other new dimensions to Sumfest include streaming the 2 concert nights in virtual reality and the addition of a sound system night on Thursday at Pier 1.
So what are the predictions and vibes on the streets of Montego Bay for this Sumfest reset? Robert Russell is a founding director of the Reggae Fest.
The hotels are reporting all the hotels are sold out, and they're reporting that more rooms have been booked this year for Sumfest than last year. So something is happening. I mean, there's something happening in Montego Bay, and the name of it is Reggae Sumfest.
Pretty much now during the entire event, our occupancy has spiked. We're at 100%. And what tends to be happening over the years, because it's not the first year that we're sponsoring the Reggae Sumfest, is every year we get visitors repeating, and we also get visitors that are coming on vacation. They might recommend it to their families. So basically we have guests coming for the Sumfest, But in the interim, we create lifelong fans. We create Palladium fans.
We sought to measure the vibes among local fans of the show who form its fan base.
Give the Jamaican artists some work. Man like Capitan, Sizzler, and Tony B.
Yeah, I'm expecting a good Sumfest this year.
You know, people are looking forward to foreign artists and there's no foreign artists, so it's not going nice.
Love my Jamaican artists them.
Better say like Sunfest now, I think they're doing a good job by cutting down to low fee where people can afford. No foreign artists locally, and that is good. I think this year for Sunfest is going to be the best year. I think they're going to make a lot of money this year. They don't have the venue to hold a lot of people out there. Okay? I think that it makes sense. All right?
Yeah, man, but international nights, that's still there, you know? And yeah, man, but everything all right, you know? Yeah, man, because little changes have to go on sometime.
Changes kind of make sense, however, we want to bring in even some more reggae artists from different countries to see them.
I want to cure. Cure. We need cure. For sure.
The buzz on the street is amazing. I mean, this is one of the best years I've seen so far in terms of, you know, people participation and the excitement.
Sunfest! Boy, oh boy. You go burn up.
Stay with us. When we come back, I'll look at some of the events leading up to the two big Catherine Hall nights, including the brand new sound system Explosion. And as you can see, we're powered this year by the brand new Hyundai Tucson.
Reaching more and more screens around the world every week. Onstage, so much more than entertainment.
Welcome back. Here we are now, all set and ready for a first look at this Sumfest reset at its main venue, Catherine Hall, as it comes alive for the explosive dancehall night. But first, the events leading up to now with Jason.
The much talked about Sumfest 24 kicked off last Sunday with its usual beach party at Aquasol Theme Park. Then moved to Pier 1 for an all-white affair on Tuesday. And then, the new addition to the week. Sound system Explosion on Thursday, which takes up the vacancy left by Dancehall Night. That brings us now to Dancehall Night. Some 26 acts are set to take the stage, including The King Beanie Man, Bounty Killer, I-Octane, Popcorn, Agent Sasko and Spice. But before we get into the action, in true Onstage style, we are here at the gate to find out who the people came out to see tonight. Let's look. Who did you come out to see tonight?
Me?
Yeah.
Come to see, but she come see Popcorn. You know what's Assassin, that's straight Popcorn and TJ, isn't it?
Dexter Down, Agent Sasko, Spice, oh Beanie Man and I-Octane. Beanie Man and Poppy.
I-Octane, Beanie Man.
Who did you come out to see tonight? Bounty.
Bounty Killer. Come to see Popcorn, I-Octane and Beanie Man. Dexter Dams. I just come to enjoy everybody.
Actually, I don't know. I just came here to see everyone.
Okay, and where are you from?
Switzerland.
It's going to morning and it's just past midnight. But already the energy in the venue is fever pitch. So far everything is looking great, Joe.
Yes, I'm really humbled by all the support that we're getting internationally, because on the 360, the whole world are looking at us and they're loving it.
Okay.
Jamaica, you feel proud because this is our music, our festival to the world. International reggae and dancehall acts that play all over the world, and that's what we're doing here. We're bringing it back home, and look at it, it's packed.
So what can you tell us about Aishana?
I can't say much about that today. I'm just feel bad that she's not here. It's a huge opportunity, and I can't say anything more about it.
She won't be here tonight?
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know.
So there's a fallout with you and her?
There's something going on that I really can't talk about, or do I really know about. I've never experienced anything like this in my life.
Okay, but you sent out a release about that there's still a binding contract.
No question about that, and I sent that out so everybody out there understands that we have a legal situation here that's solid, rock solid. So don't think you're going to be able to do something without having this solution resolved. This is a business. We're very serious about reggae acts and dancehall acts, and we're representing on an international level about how you do business with artists in the music business.
Are you still hoping that she may turn up tonight?
I always want to do good for artists, for Jamaica, and this is such a huge opportunity with this groundbreaking, revolutionary 360 VR thing that we're doing.
This new partnership, this new ownership, this new packaging and rebranding of the event it's moving in the right direction.
That's why we not give up on the journey.
All right, so all kinds of excitement going on at the Digicel booth. But here's a look at some of the new dancehall arrivals on stage.
Tell me what the world a come to, all the past nine at the church I say one get a gun to. So if we can call Panja, then now we are go Reggae Sumfest.
Run up your body like a go-go. Jump it up, down south. Man, I got this and that on if you know. This, from me telling about pretty the low. Wrist, she love me anywhere she see me she blow. Guess, Sumfest, boom, she lost some gas. Side of my gal is, I made them not be try this thing.
What a mixture. Alright then, Pakistan soldier drop the bomb off. Think about it, think of something never tell me enough. No running boys and after boy can't touch me like Sumfest, get gal in my zone. Yeah, when me use April zone. Yeah, them a ask what's the damn thing. Gal dead, every rubber and me tampering. But yet I take a gal.
Well, me telling us say me come slap it was still. As in the middle of my performance, I stop and tell the people I say I'm sorry for performing so early, so next year them can look out for me and close it.
Anything you want me, give me, gal. Oh, me young, me see me, gal. Right back, I got want to see me, gal. Man, in Kakaku want to see me.
I have to thank and give praise to the Almighty God, because without him, I him let me be here. Yeah, and the work come put in also. So you know, one hand can't clap. If that me alone, they could clap. God did that for there with me.
Well, you say only care about the fans them. So everybody show me the boat anthem. Hey, these runners try to them quick. Them can't be boats all when they must sleep. Yeah, you say they ain't stronger. What for them the finish line they ain't longer?
It was good, You don't know, it's my first time performing. Whole heap of people. So you don't know, we go out there, we have to do. We have to match the energy.
Red Stripe is one of the long-standing partners of Reggae Sumfest, and they're using the opportunity tonight to go for gold, and we're standing with Madame Red Stripe. Nasha, talk to us about the vibes for Reggae Sumfest this year.
Listen, I'm excited. I love the concept of our music, our festival, and of course, our campaign is an or bear, because we are Jamaican as they come. And so I'm very excited this year we chose to go this route.
And you guys are going for gold this summer with Red Stripe.
Listen, man, we're way too busy right now. I'm exhausted, and I think the team is as well. But the Go for Gold is going well. In August, we take 20 lucky people to go watch the 100-meter finals with Usain and the team. I'm very excited about that because we chose them last week, and we have some very excited people who are all going to go rip in Jamaica. And that's all we could have asked for, just, a good group of people. But the competition still goes on. You stand a chance of winning your own private home viewing party with courtesy of Red Stripe and a host of other prizes.
And Red Stripe is always doing things special for Sumfest. Talk to us now about what will be happening here on the grounds at Sumfest.
So beer is not enough. Cold beer is not enough.
Well, of course.
Well, let's put it this way. You come to Sumfest, I think you should be coming to experience everything it has to offer. Of course, cold beer. But we have a lovely entertainment space below our deck here where you get to win a whole bunch of things. So we're partnering with Pepsi this year, of course, is our long-standing partner. And trust me, go downstairs and have a good time.
And of course, we're here on top of this lovely booth. You guys always go all out for Sumfest.
You know what happened? This is an opportunity for us to really say thank you to our customers, our partners, our friends of the company. And so we wanted to make sure that if you're going to be in Mobay or you're from Mobay and you have supported our business for a really long time, that you just come and have a beer on us.
And I have to ask you, of course, before we go, who are you looking forward to see the most at Reggae Sumfest?
There's so many of them, but to be honest, Barrington Levy is my pick. That's the one I'm looking forward to tomorrow. Tonight, everybody in the lineup is, I expect them to come bring it. But Barrington Levy is who I've not seen in a very, very long time, so I'm really excited about that.
All right, Nasha, thank you so much.
Thank you, Jason.
All right, and now we're going to go over to the Digital booth where Winford is right now.
Damn right, Jason, and they are another long-standing partner of the Reggae Fest, who is bringing the beat to summer. And we're talking with Danelia right now, who can tell us so much more about the big activation we're looking at right now inside the Catherine Hall venue. Danelia, so just jump in and tell us about this activation tonight.
Well, we are bringing the beat. If you look right there on the stage, you see them bringing the beat. Yes. But I mean, Digital brings the beat to Jamaica this summer, and this is through music and sports. Jamaica is synonymous with both things, music and sports. Music, of course, we're a part of the biggest reggae show on earth. And of course, some of our greatest athletes will be in Rio this summer to, of course, showcase their talents.
Okay, so define bringing the beat this summer for me. And do you mean that you're taking it to the people on the streets? What? How?
That's exactly what it is. Bringing the beat to the people, and of course we want the people to bring the beat with us. So it's all about Jamaica coming together to bring the beat. And bringing the beat is just celebrating our athletes, celebrating our talents.
Okay, so you're helping to drum up support for what's coming.
Yes, that's exactly what it is.
Music and sport this summer.
Yeah, that is correct.
And this is one of the ways you're showing you're doing that.
That is absolutely correct. So we are at Reggae Sumfest, bringing the beat, and this is through music. So for example, tomorrow night on the Digital Talent stage, we'll be unearthing local talent. So that's a way to, bring the beat, support young talent coming up, and of course tonight we're here supporting the veterans in the business.
Thank you so much, Daniela. Great talking to you. We'll be watching you. And we're hoping that we can bring some of our beat to you this summer.
You will. You most certainly will. You always do.
Or
Thanks
you
for
can bring yours
having
to us. We'll take it.
Either way, beat for beat.
Okay, so there you have it. Digital bringing the beat this summer in sports and entertainment. And it's time now to look at some of the big names in the middle order of dancehall. Here we go.
But not just like, well, we not poor no, we not bleed beer. Wind up my body, when like it's a yeah, we love the world. Start war, but the police they walk on. Boom, Roberto Carlos, hard ball. You sex on me, don't be your can't.
Yeah, man, most definitely, man. As I don't know, last year, the first year, this year, the whole of the fans them didn't anticipate the thing, the hard ball. I don't know about that we deliver, the fans them love it.
The youth used to slang, then roll out carpet, then used to talk. They're on a Sunfest stage right now working on a band, That's a major step,
Daddy, you have anything for say?
Yeah, man. Yes, man. Proud of him, bad man. Yes, man. Proud of him, son, man.
Tonight is one of the greatest experiences in our life as a dancer.
Look at me, when them treat me, put me in a box like a
It was emotional, it was really deep, it was really, really deep. At one point I thought I couldn't have, finished.
Sing when the rain is born. When no God, no one, no waste, no time.
Me enjoy myself. The energy was just beautiful, man. I would just give thanks and praise. This is like 9 out of 10, and last year was like a 7.
And then came the artist in the middle order, threatening to break into the upper chamber of dancehall. First, there was the dancehall spice.
Dancehall as one overall boss. If the sound the most artists fi blast, and if the sound the world boss. Killer Billy bridge over the gun with the cover the cross.
I'm feeling awesome, to be honest with you, Jason. I feel good.
I've been working hard. I've been putting in a lot of work to be reaping it right now. It's an overwhelming feeling.
A militant agent Sasko made his presence felt.
Oh yes, still have a prescription to fill, and though we can't buy the name brand pill, here's something for your generic and carry on still yes. Hey.
My love for the music is so sincere. It's never about me. You know, it's the music first, and then I am trying to contribute to my music as best as I can.
Octane shied away from closing honors, but brought the fire he told us about.
I am more in a science. Me put my life in the hands of the Father. Yo, I am upon the blood sugar. Jones.
For me to close it this year, I said no. Maybe 2017 or 2018. My aim was to just give the fans them something that is spectacular.
Aside from Alkaline, Popcorn is the other artist closest to filling the void left by Vybz Kartel. His hit-riddled performance at Daybreak was proof of his ascension. Debutant Version joined the unruly boss on stage. Then there were the kingpins of the night. First, Bounty Killer bringing an international flair with his guests. And then turning it into a family affair with his musical son and uncle.
I'm not a family. Bounty Killer tell the world already. I am the greatest thing, you know. Be a man and I say, yo, that man here, make it be possible. I love that.
Come out here, son.
And his own flesh and blood.
And count my army of grace when my faith runs out, yeah. Can't stand to see your face when the tears run down.
Oh man, it was beautiful, you know. First of all, it's just beautiful to come to Jamaica, man, because I've been in America and just cooped up and all that stuff, and just coming here and holding the vibes, and then coming to Sumfest and being with my dad is such a big, like, powerful thing to me, aside from all the music and everything else. So everything just kind of blew my mind. It was a beautiful thing, you know.
Yeah, it's a family up here. Yeah, we don't spice it up, because you know, everybody wants to imagine. Remember you been asking me for him and them something like that.
I love it, I love it, I love every moment of it.
What you get the show so far?
Popcorn, man. I give it to Popcorn.
Popcorn.
Spice.
Octane.
So far, Popcorn. Octane. Robin Fergo.
Bounty Killer.
Love Bounty Killer performance, loud.
Spice all the way. Bounty Killer.
Well, Bounty Killer, veteran.
Popcorn, definitely.
Bounty Killer. Bounty and Spice.
Octane.
Papa seems to have the crowd rocking, but the best performance of the night, a Bounty.
They say the party shot. No boy not tell me nothing. Killer are the killer.
Then there was the man who has closed the dancehall night the most, the king of the dancehall, Beenie Man, and he was every bit kingly in his closure.
So that's the story of Dancehall Night. All eyes are now on the new Reggae Night. After the break, I will sit down with an international artist who we suspect will be making a surprise guest appearance on that night. And still to come right here on stage, the best moments of Dancehall Night.
Tell them how we run road here. Run road. How we run road here. We run road.
Reaching more and more screens around the world every week. On stage, so much more than entertainment.
Welcome back. In the daylight hours yesterday, Winford Williams caught up with an artist at Pier 1 who we suspect could make a surprise appearance on Reggae Night.
Now, Sumfest is well known for pulling not just patrons but also celebrities from all over the world to Second City, Montego Bay each year. One of the top celebrities in town right now is an artist who gave us this track.
What type of nigga slang and bang in the streets? Bad boy. What type of nigga stay in the trunk for weeks? Bad boy. What type of nigga fly Bentley cool? Bad boy. Aim for the sky.
All right, Shine.
Yes.
So good to have you, sir. Welcome. Good to see you in Jamaica. Now, you're not on the billing for Reggae Sumfest, but you're in town. What brought you to Jamaica? And to Montego Bay in particular?
Barrington Levy, you know, he's, I share a lot of history with Barrington Levy. You know, he, if it wasn't for him, I don't know if I'd be as successful with the 2 hit records that I had.
Okay.
So I owe him a great deal. He's a legend, icon from, I was a young kid growing up in Belize and in Brooklyn. So, you know, we're working on a world tour.
Yes.
I did a performance at the Barclays Center in May, the Bad Boy Reunion show at the Barclays Center in front of 30,000 people. They shot me live from Belize.
Okay.
And it was very successful. It was very well received. So with that new excitement and new, you know, fascination with the legacy of Shine, I figured, you know what, let me and Barrington go on a world tour.
Okay.
People want to see Shine, and you know, he helped me make my biggest records. So why not, you know, take him along with me? So we have the Shine and Barrington World Tour.
Okay, so when is that?
We're working on the dates right now.
Oh.
You know, we're putting everything together, and yeah.
So you're in Jamaica to give him some love, some support?
Certainly, I'm in Jamaica to see him. I'm in Jamaica. I just did a new song with Super Hype from the Diamond League rhythm. That's one of the biggest rhythms in Jamaica. And I haven't made a song in a long time. And Super Hype and Chromatic came to Belize to do a show. And you know, they played Bad Boys like 3 times, gave me the mic. I did like 4 bars, the crowd went crazy.
Okay.
So we kept the link. And so he said, listen, man, you gotta start making music again.
Yes.
And I said, but you know, I said, you know, if I do make music again, we should make a dancehall rap album. So I want to do 10 songs with 10 of the biggest dancehall artists. And so that's how we started. So he sent me 100 songs, and finally I picked the Diamond League rhythm, and I did something to that. And you know, so we following through.
We know that you went back home in 2009, right?
Yes.
After your incarceration.
Yes.
Which was for 10 years.
Yes.
Is that why you've stopped doing music, because you were relocated to Belize?
No, you know, I explained this recently, that when you are a ghetto youth, street kid, growing up impoverished in a low income environment, community, you are living kill or be killed. I lived kill or kill. There was no option. I had to survive. I had to do whatever it took to navigate the jungles
of the U.S.
Of Brooklyn.
Of Brooklyn?
Yes, because that's why I went to Brooklyn when I was 7. To live with my mom, single parent. And so when you are living with gorillas and lions and all types of predators, and you become successful in music, there's not a light switch that you can just go off and on to make that transition from, you know, guy in the street doing whatever he has to do to survive to artist. So I wanted to make sure that when I re-entered society, that whatever mentality I had, whatever understanding of the world that I had that led me to the actions that resulted in my incarceration.
Which was, by the way,
was completely erased. Well, the mentality that I had was, you know, kill or be killed.
Yes.
It was a survival mentality. So someone was trying to shoot myself and Puff Daddy and Jennifer Lopez that night. So I defended myself.
Okay.
And in Brooklyn, that's what you do. If somebody's going to kill you, you don't stand there and get killed. You know, I think it's the same thing in Jamaica. It's the same thing in the streets of Belize. It's the same thing in any jungle, in any war ground. Either your enemy is going to destroy you, or you have to destroy your enemy. But at the same time, as an artist, as someone who's successful, as someone who has so much to lose,
yes,
I lost everything. You know, people still love Shine. You know, thank God, people still think I'm an icon. but I could have been so much bigger.
Oh, yeah.
I could have sold hundreds of millions of records. I could have made hundreds of millions of dollars. I could have been, you know, heaven knows.
But didn't you make some of your biggest records while incarcerated?
No, my biggest records were Bad Boy, Bonnie and Shine.
Hot and super stopping, introduced like I'm shining. You my destiny in your diamond cluster. Too much just to touch ya. Perfume down to your structure. Think I wait till the second night to...
I made big records while I was incarcerated.
Yes.
The Godfather Buried Alive album was a #1 album, sold 1 million copies. So my success continued, but 1 million records in my era was not a lot.
Okay.
Nelly was selling 10 million records. You know, Eminem selling 15 million records. That's the era that I come from.
So you would have ascended, no doubt, like just like them,
Certainly,
right?
and not just the record sales, but just making great quality music continuously.
Okay.
So instead of 2 records that everybody know and love for Shine, it would have been 20 records.
Surfing, laying up on Persians. Here's my number, put it in your purse and call me.
On the telephone, she heard my voice. Tell me to pick her up in my Rolls Royce. If my Rolls Royce is not for ladies, then girl, I'm gonna take you in my Mercedes.
Certainly, when I came out, my entire focus was to make sure that my mind was right, that my state of mind was ready for this world and all of the different variables that come at you, and you have to make split decisions. I want to make sure that I would never make the decision that led me back to incarceration. So that's what I spent my time doing. I wasn't trying to be the best rapper. I wasn't trying to be the best musician.
Oh.
I was just trying to make sure my state of mind was right.
State of mind. So you were focusing on you to make you a better person, a better man.
To make sure that the man I became in prison, the man that was rehabilitated, the man that was, you know, redeemed, that wasn't just a thing for prison. Because many people go to prison and they become born again and they become religious and they become this and that, and when they hit the streets, they go right back to the same old person.
So you had no problem going back home?
Not after it was said and done.
Okay.
Once I served my time, they were going to deport me. I wasn't going to spend another hour fighting my deportation.
But aren't you from a prominent family in Belize?
Now I am. My father grew up very poor. My grandmother, God bless her soul, Joyce Barrow, not many people know this, moved to the United States to work, to put my father through the University of West Indies and through law school, and to give him an opportunity to ultimately become successful.
Yes.
So now my father is the Right Honorable Prime Minister of Belize, but growing up, he was just, you know, getting his wings and just establishing himself. And you know, my mother didn't want to be in Belize. She wanted to go to the United States to find a better life and to try to, you know, do well for herself and me. And so I grew up with my mom. I'm my mother's son. You know, so that's the way it happened.
So who are you now in Belize?
Well, now in Belize, it's very interesting that you know, everything happens exactly the way it's supposed to happen. Because now in Belize, I'm prepared to succeed my father in politics and, more important, public service. You know, to serve the nation, to lead the nation, and with all my experience in the world and all the different places that I've been, I think I'm highly equipped. And coming from the bottom, going all the way to the top and everywhere in between, I relate to people, I understand people, similar to my father, similar to my uncle. He's also a member of parliament. I'm actually going to take his seat. So it's very interesting that when I came out of prison, instead of chasing a ghost of Shine, I just reincarnated.
Yes. So the next election will make you will be a member of parliament?
Member of parliament, yes.
Oh, so it's a sure seat for
Nothing
you?
Is sure.
A sure win?
Nothing is sure, but
yes.
You know, my father's a 3-time prime minister. My uncle, who's the member of parliament, he's been in parliament for 30 years. My father's been successful for 3 consecutive terms.
Okay.
So I come from a very powerful background, and more important, my intentions and my actions speak volumes. As the ambassador of music for Belize, I've taken all of my experience as Shine the musician, and I attempt to transfer that to all of the new artists in Belize.
Oh, nice.
So I work very, very, very hard trying to finance, trying to educate the artists in Belize. Tanya Carter, Unlimited, TR Shine, Super G, all of the new artists, all of the established artists, they come to me as a mentor, and that's my national service because I've been extremely successful as a musician globally.
When is the elections?
It's going to be in 2020.
2020,
But
okay.
it's possible that my uncle will retire before then, so I could go to Parliament before then.
Okay, so you, but how will you balance this with music though, politics with music?
You know, my father was the biggest DJ in Belize.
Yes.
The Right Honorable
Oh
Prime
yes,
Minister.
well you did say that, yes.
He was the biggest DJ in Belize. He was the first DJ to play a Bob Marley song in Belize. And so music is in my veins. It's hereditary. But you know, I come from the rap hip hop era where you know Puff Daddy was a CEO of a $100 million company, and he was also the producer. He was also the rapper. He was everything. Jay-Z, you know, Rockefeller. Now he's a sports agent. We multitask very well.
Yes.
But once I'm in Parliament, I'll focus on serving the community, serving the nation. But you know, in Jamaica, you have a minister of music. Trinidad, you have a minister of music. So certainly within the cabinet, within Parliament, there'll be a role for me to function.
What relationship do you have with the community though, the hip hop community?
Yeah, you know, I have the same relationship that I have with the dancehall community. It's one of respect, admiration. You know, I'm on an iconic level. You know, when I was living in Paris, for a few years. Drake came to Paris, he invited me to his shows, invited me to dinner. Jay-Z comes to Paris to perform. I have a greater relationship with him than I do with Drake because I knew him since 1995. We came up together. But certainly these guys would invite me to come and to fraternize and to pay respect to me. So that's a relationship. I work very closely with the vice president of Def Jam, who deals with Kanye West, deals with Justin Bieber, deals with all of the new artists on Def Jam. So I still have a relationship with some of these guys. I was just on the Bad Boy reunion, so I just spoke to Puff recently. I'd probably join them in Europe when they take the Bad Boy reunion to Europe. So there's still a relationship there.
Were you able to make your own family?
No.
No?
I need to get to that. I have a beautiful woman, we're working on our relationship, trying to figure that out, Catherine, and hopefully.
Work in progress?
Yes.
Okay, so what all that is left, Shine, is to look forward to what happens at Reggae Sumfest.
Yeah, that's going to be exciting.
On Saturday night with Barrington Levy.
Yes.
I don't know what will
and
happen.
The Barrington Levy World Tour.
Yes,
no matter
and
what
that tour is for sure, regardless of what happened here in Jamaica at Sumfest.
And I just want to pay respects to Vibes Cartel. I remember Buju Banton as well.
Yes.
I tried to go see Cartel, but time restraints.
Oh.
I love the King of the Dancehall. I love Gaza 2.0. I love the trilogy. I love his music. Yeah.
Shine, it was a pleasure, it is, sir, to sit and rap with you right here. I appreciate this.
Oh, but hold on, before we go, I have to big up all of the Belizean who are there at Jamaica, where they study at the University of the West Indies. So all of the Belizean then where they study at, I want to big up on yourself.
Hi, Shine. Thank you so much, sir.
Yes,
what a chat. What a chat right here on stage with Shine. All that is left now is to see what happens at the greatest reggae show on earth, when Barrington Levy hits the stage.
On the telephone, she heard my voice.
Stay with us when we come back. The best moments of Dancehall Night.
Reaching more and more screens around the world every week. On Stage, so much more than entertainment.
Welcome back. A look now at some of the best moments from Sumfest Dancehall Night 2016.
Just asleep with a stiff in a me and ready to talk who are the man, hold on there. Every artist I say them are the boss and I say them a run dancehall, hold on there. me tell you who me think of the boss. Who no like this can't kiss me. Octane and Taros, Riley, two big reggae boss. Capleton and Sizzler, them are the Rasta boss. Female, you know me, Spice and the boss. Y'all the evil bad like me shoes now me. Super Cat, Shabba Ranks are the 80s boss. Freddie and Berry's are two legend boss. But Oakley was the boss. Them a kind of front teeth, Ninja Man was the...
Yes, that's all when you're out. Me say me a TV11. Me them ask them fi watch your body. If you be that me a tell them. All when them say 6 man go ahead. Your body still feel right, but feel like say I'm on this and the baddest part. Give me a mixer rock God. Even they can never just give it up. I just have to be wow, wow. I don't want to talk I go on and give it up. If there's something you like, I never want to give it up. Then you never say that I have the money on give it up. Man, your body you never go give it up. Man, take a one and you're not having it to do it. Come it up. Yes, that's all when you're hot. Yes.
Well, you know easy, being a vendor nor a taxi man. No, you think it's easy fit. What you to do for love? Sing me, say you're so busy. You see, I feel it from building. I won't visit. Oh God, sometimes I feel like to let go.
I'm tomorrow, me get paid on Friday, and by Saturday, now you don't know where that day. But do not be so responsible with money. We work towards peace, we take our nash. A long time we don't see it, down all the days. When we could have a thing stash, we lose the goat and jack back there, so we now go back there. Try something else, get the pay, we pray for the blessing, Lord. All kind of way. Me go try big tree, but me never yet get it. All the lot of affiliated, and I don't want to break the law. But I'm the friends that go try pan now. This ain't me. Slow it down, Sumfest, and tomorrow now. Never pray, never pray, never pray.
You feel much better. Ain't no shooting. Head each other. Sit so party.
Party going on from night to day. Full attention is what the ladies say. Things always say the girls them happy, but they never get party this way. Ladies, come over if you want. I'll be at your surface right away. I'll when you all of me here. Anyway, you party them in your head. Party can't too much, girl them can't too much. Money can't too much, don't care how much. Shell down the body, any can't. Try to sick me. Sumfest now do no party we pull up. We not give up why money pull up. Call up your mind, pull up, come up, bring up the money sell up. We not give up what myself, let's do what any we don't give up money, they don't want to sell up. We don't do it now.
Everybody go to specialize in a great cocaine, big four, don't do the cocaine. Y'all have one take me chaka. In a yashila go and shoot me in Milan. Then I'm one time again. Hush. Oh na 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 na. Oh na 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 na. And it's all about. And the big fat sister na. And the two of them.
So there he is now on stage, the dancehall king, Beanie Man. closing out Dancehall Night 2016 at this new look, Reset Reggae Sumfest. But this sadly is where we say so long, Winford Williams, on behalf of the entire crew in Montego Bay covering this staging of Reggae Sumfest. Thanking you for joining us, inviting you to join us next week for the full summary, including the new look, Reggae Night.
Whenever I got no money, there is a reason for funny, cause I say that two wrongs done. If you feel, hush, hush, from the other day, it's like a place some boy I play. Whoa, hear the girl, God, hear the girl. Can I hear my lady? What? Jolly fella with a laugh, me want good. I like me, you want to be the boy. I never spin a while, but baby, never mind. Hush, hush, I'm on it. In these times of need and loneliness, the girl I need, the girl I want, the girl I need, a pregnancy.
Hey, thanks for watching our video. Well, you know, there's so much more where that came from. And all you have to do is to click, subscribe, and be on stage. Always.
To endure that kind of conversation about even my own progress and, oh boy, you know, I get the ratings where you forget. Until me start realize there's no such thing as the rating where you forget. Which rating me forget? There's no such thing.